What the fuck is up, everybody? You know who the fuck it is. It's the homie Toe here chilling. One half of your favorite group, Homegrown. Ooh, excuse me. And you know I'm always with my dog.
Top notch. What's up, everybody?
Man, and it's season 7. We back at it again. We've been here for 3.5 years, and we going.
Going strong, baby.
How do you feel, dog?
I feel good, man. You know what I mean? We're kicking it off again. We always do it the right way, you know, with a big guest to kick off the season. And we back at it again with the Matty Ice Show. Matty Ice in the building.
Man, my I don't know if my Instagram. What's up, everybody? How you doing? But my Instagram, I think, froze because I can't see my picture. I can't see my picture, everybody. So if you are hearing me, because I see everybody's tuning in. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, we back at it. We back at it. What's up, everybody? Hey, happy to be back. We was kicking it off, so I don't know if you know it, but you know my damn statement.
They know how it goes when we first started.
You know how it goes, man, and I'm happy to be back, man. Not just talking about how he's happy to be back, and we back in it, man. We back in it strong with another great opener, season 7, man.
Yeah,
you're getting some gray on that beard,
bro. Get out of here with that shit.
He's getting gray. Everybody,
get a little salt in your pepper.
What's up, dog? How you doing, bro? How you doing? We got some good stuff from Mama Wanna's Eats and Treats, man. She brought out some. This is some new stuff right here. Look, check that out.
Look at that thing, man.
I know you can't see it that good, but it is chocolate rolled, and it looks like it's weed in there, but it's all edibles, man. 50 milligrams.
Eat your blunt.
Man, she came with some crazy shit with the first season episode. What's up? Look at, oh, my lady tuned in from backstage back there. Well, it's not backstage, well, back in the office, whatever you want to call it.
Backstage, I like that better.
Hey, we got some Reese's, or not Reese's, Rice Krispie treats.
There you go.
I get it right. 50 milligrams, man. These things are going crazy. World famous edible candies.
I think most people know about those by now, right? You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Naj. Why don't you talk to them about them a little bit?
I mean, so far, you know, I tried a little bit of it. We got the rainbow stripes in there. I don't know what else. Yeah, the peach rings, I think. Something else. The cherry bombs, you know. It's a bunch of shit in there, but it's tasty, you know. If you ain't had it yet, make sure you get up on game. Mama Wanna's Eats and Treats. Put your orders in. You can hit her on Instagram or wherever else she's available. I'm not too sure. I'm sure Facebook, all that shit, you know what I mean? All the social media platforms. Get on there, man. Put your orders in so you can try it out for yourself. All these different things, you know. We got the, what are these called? The,
what are they?
I don't know. Damn it, you said it earlier.
Oh, the Nug Jewels or Nug Rocks or whatever the hell they're called?
Something rocks.
I don't know.
Moon rocks or something.
Moon rocks. There you go.
There you go. That's
I said the Nug Jewels.
Hey, you got us there though.
The Nug Jewels, man. So, how you feeling, man? How you been off? You been off for a little bit, hanging out? What you doing?
Yeah, you know, just
tell
relaxing,
them, man. They ain't seen you in like 2 months.
I'm just charging up. I was just getting ready for this day. You know what I mean? I knew it was coming back around. We're gonna get it started, and we're here to just, you know, get back in your ear one time. You know what I mean? So you guys can get back to hearing these dope ass episodes. We bring these guests on. We talk about how they got where they're at. You know what I mean? And where they're going from here.
We got a great season, man.
For sure. It's lining up good.
It's going to be popping, man. And I want to thank everybody, man, that keeps rocking with your boys. I keep thinking it might be done, and then y'all just keep showing us mad love with the shares. Shout out to Henry Pools, man, HK Pools, AZ.
Pools.
He does your pools, dude. He does some sick-ass shit, right?
Oh, yeah. If you want that top-of-the-line shit, that new shit, then you hit up HK Pools. You can find him on Instagram just at that, HK Pools. Go follow him. See the stuff that he posts, man. If you're looking for someone to build you some top-of-the-line shit, he's the man. And I know, you know what I mean, because I'm in the pool industry. You know what I mean?
He's in the pool industry. Hey, shout out to Cannabis Cactus, always free.
Never prickly.
This show is always brought to you by, always powered by, and always will be ran by Cannabis Cactus. Man, we got some great things. If you just missed, we did a backpack giveaway for the back to school and some haircuts.
Huge.
Shout out to Crispy Cuts that hooked up with the haircuts. It's on 55th Avenue in Glendale and also 43rd and Peoria are the 2 locations for that. Yes, and shout out to everybody that donated, man. There were so many people that donated, from Oisos to Urban Legend. They got a new coffee shop now, yes, man. Sir. Go check them out. We about to do some stuff with them.
Urban Grinds.
Urban Grinds is what that is called, yes, man. It's going down, man. We just got so much stuff to talk about and do, and we can talk about it for days, but make sure you just tap in with your boys and you'll see it all. We'll do it all and hang out and do all kinds of stuff. But this is season 7.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, man. And we got to me, I'm going to say it right now. I followed them for a couple years now. Number 1 podcast, man, platform for anybody that's trying to do music. If you get on this man's podcast, you know you is on the way, man. You is on the way. Matty Ice is in the building, dog.
Yo. What's poppin', bro? I super appreciate you guys, man. Studio's dope. The vibe's dope. And like I said earlier, man, I'd be eating these edibles with you, but I'm on this juice cleanse right now. I'm not eating for 2 weeks straight. No solid food for 2 weeks. I'm drinking 6 juices a day in water, and I'm sticking to it. I'm on day 5. So next week, you're gonna see me indulge in these.
He gonna get lit.
Yes, very lit on these edibles, but you know I'm still smoking and shit.
But that's cool, man. He's working on his temple. You know what I mean?
seen it, man. I seen him do the juice diet. He was like updating every few hours or something. We was talking about. He was giving people an update of like
Bro,
that you're staying on it. Is that what it is? Real quick on it.
I'm updating to be real with you because it helps me also be like holding myself accountable. Like yo, I'm telling the world, like bro, I'm doing this for 2 weeks and I'm broadcasting that shit to every one of my followers. Like, so it motivates me and helps me to like stick to what I'm doing because I'm putting it out there to the world. And now I feel like if I don't do it, I look weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's helping you stick to the plan.
Yeah. So like I'm sticking to my script. I'm not cheating. I'm not even having. I won't even have one almond in 2 weeks. I want to really get the full benefits of what this is, and I want to wake up in the morning and say I actually did that shit.
Yeah,
damn, man,
that's great. So like he said, a juice cleanse, meaning like you said, no solid food for how many? How?
I'm going 13 days. I'm going to Vegas next Saturday, the 10th. So I'm gonna go 13 full days, and that to me that's 2 weeks.
I mean, shit,
that's
it's good enough.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
That's close enough when you got some marijuana. You know what I mean?
Loosen up in Vegas a little
bro,
bit.
I'm going to link up with Rose in Vegas, and I'm going out there with a couple friends, and you know, all I can think about right now is this first giant, huge fruit platter at the pool. And then, you know, I'm going to get some fucking chicken fingers and fries and steak at that night, bro. So I'm getting ready because I want to eat, like, you know. Like, so that day, you know, I'm going to get I can't go to Vegas and not, like, eat, bro. So I'm going to go to Vegas, and that's when I'm going to break it.
Right. So have you ever done a juice cleanse before?
I did 2 days once and tapped.
Damn.
And then I did 4 days and tapped. And I was committed to doing 5 when I did the 4.
Okay.
But I tapped after 4. But I know what to expect now. And the other 2 juice cleanses I did were nectar juice. I'm on pressed juice now, and pressed is just they taste way better, and it's just like way better for me.
Okay.
So I've been able to cruise through this one so far, and I'm very mentally committed to it.
How many days into it are we right now?
Tomorrow's 5.
Tomorrow, so you're gonna at least hit the 5-day limit.
But like I'm not hungry right now at all.
That's crazy.
I have no hunger to me.
The juice is holding your appetite well.
It is, and like my body's starting to get accustomed to it, and plus like I just feel, bro, like you're putting these nutrients in your body that you normally would never give it, and you're eliminating all the bad shit you put in your body. Yeah, so it's like
for sure.
You
not
definitely
not to get too graphic, but is that shit running through you?
Yeah, it feels like it's a little water.
okay. I thought so. I just wondered, you know, so the people know, you know.
Bro, it's definitely running through you. You're getting rid of all the toxins in your body, and it's honestly a very
like running through you like on a time limit, like it's
running through,
or it's just like it's running through you.
It's running through me physically and mentally and spiritually and every way you can fucking think of it,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
But, the best way I can say is it provides discipline to you. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you that mentally you're stronger than your body, because our bodies are made up of 2 things, right? Our body tells us signals, and our mind can tell us signals. So who's gonna win the battle? And when you're in the gym and your fucking body's telling you I can't do anymore, but your mind tells you can do 3 more, your mind wins. It's the same concept here, bro.
Mind over matter.
Mind over matter, and my mind's telling me that to stick to the script. We're almost halfway in. We're not giving up now. And the last 2 days don't even count because you're like, yo, I'm almost there anyways.
Right.
So I got to get through these next like 5, I feel like.
So as far as like the first couple times you did it, when you did the 4 days, how did food taste after the 4 days? Did you notice like a difference in like?
After the 4 days, I went with my girlfriend. We did it. Me and my ex-girlfriend did it. My ex-girlfriend did it before we went to Cabo, and we did 4 days together. And then we ate at the airport, bro. To be real with you, I ate like shit my first meal back. Like I had like just greasy shit and all this stuff. My first meal at the airport, like. I forgot what we had, but it was like potatoes that were super greasy, and everything was just greasy and shit.
How did it make you feel?
To be real with you, I missed that feeling of drinking the juice that day, but then like at night I was enjoying my food and shit.
Right.
But I'm gonna be real with you, like I believe next week I'm gonna cruise through this because like I enjoy the juices. Like I enjoy the green juices.
That makes a difference. So the first time the juices weren't as good as the ones you're doing this time.
Not at all, and also like I wasn't mentally ready for it. So
you've prepared yourself this time.
I know
what you're looking at.
Yes, I know what this takes.
You want to shout out the place where you're getting the juices from?
Press Juicery.
Press Juicery.
They're all over the country. Google Press Juicery. I'm too lazy and too unorganized to make my
to actually
own
juice
juices.
all the stuff yourself. Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Because I'm interested. I'm gonna look into this place.
So it's $34 for 6 juices a day. That's all your meals for the day. So is it expensive? I don't know. Like I pretty much spend $30 in food.
I was gonna say, if you're somebody who eats fast food a couple times a day or a few times a week, that's not shit.
So it's $34 a day, and that covers all your meals for the day because you're having 6 juices every 2.5 hours. You're drinking a juice. I already had my last one right before I came here. And then when you're hungry, you got to chug water. That's the biggest advice I can give you. When you're juicing, you're gonna get hungry. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get moody around 3 or 4 o'clock every fucking day. Like, fuck, I want to have dinner. Like, dude, I want to eat dinner. Like, I do get that feeling. But then I'm like, okay, this is going to pass. Chug the water and shut the fuck up.
Do you try to avoid watching people eat? Like, if somebody's about to have dinner,
I'm not going out to, like, restaurants now. I'm avoiding that. Yeah,
for sure.
I'm avoiding all areas of, like, where I can potentially, like,
fall off.
Yeah, I mean, but bro, like, I want to know, to be real with you, what my body physically feels like after that. I want to know. I want to feel that. Mm-hmm. That's, I think, the biggest difference right now. Yeah. For me, is I want to know what that experience is like.
It's fucking interesting, man. I can't lie.
It's interesting. He just jumped the whole show off with it. He just took the whole show off,
the juice
started talking, and just you that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I did.
People is clapping. Mad respect. They said, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Like I said, we just kicked it off, and they just talked about his whole juice lifestyle right now.
Hey, man, it's interesting as fuck. So you know what I mean.
Sure. Hey, man, I'm sure you can follow him. He'll tell you all the great shit that he's doing from the juices and all that good shit. Obviously, the man looks good. I mean,
trying, bro.
Is it just for the simply cleanse of the body, or is it more like I'm looking to get lean, or a physical aspect of it more so than just the cleanse or the mental cleanse?
I've been eating like a fucking disgrace, bro. Like, I've been eating anything I want for the past year, like crazy style, like just everything.
I feel you.
And like, you know what? I just want to reset spiritually, and I want to feel better. And I thought, what better way? I'm going to Vegas, and next week, and I'm like, all right. Originally, I was gonna do like 3 to 5 days. I'm like, that's some pussy ass shit. I'm like, you can do that if you really want to do. I'm like, let's push it to the limit. Let's push it all the way to the limit.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna push it all the way to the limit till next Saturday. I'm not eating. I'm driving there. I'm not eating until I get there and I'm at the pool, and I ask the waitress for the fruit platter first, and then I'm gonna get this fruit platter.
Are you gonna document it? And like,
we'll document it. We'll put that up. That'll be the first fruit platter. That will be the first one, and then for lunch I want to do chicken fingers and fries, and then for dinner I'm gonna do steak, potatoes, greens.
Got the whole shit planned out, baby.
But I do plan on eating very clean after that and getting to a good life. And
that was one thing I wondered. Yeah.
One meal I'm gonna have the chicken fingers and fries, and I feel like that will be
something fried.
The fruit's good. The steak's great.
Oh yeah.
Potatoes are great.
Yeah.
Greens are great.
Yeah, because like you said, I was thinking, 3 to 5 days. I mean, that's cool,
hard,
and that gives you an idea. Yeah, I'm sure it's tough either way for somebody who eats whatever they want every day. You know what I mean? One day, yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
But how much effect could that really have on you? Because like I could see 14 days really having an effect where you can see what is this doing to my body. You know what I mean? Because I've heard of people doing like a 30-day cleanse. Where they're just juicing for 30 fucking days, bro. And that's a long time.
So right now, I feel like the best way to describe it is when you wake up in the morning, you just feel like jello and light. Like that's what I felt today. I can only imagine what next week is going to be like.
Right.
And I love it, bro. I'd recommend it to anybody that's trying to reset. Give your body what it deserves.
Right.
And we're going to be on day 5 tomorrow, so we're going to cruise through this week. And the next week I feel like should be easy. I think tomorrow and Saturday are going to be the hard days. I feel like that could be.
Right. Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I'm a little heavier set. You know what I mean? So
it don't matter, bro. It's all discipline, bro.
It is very disciplined, but man, the hunger, and then as far as a significant other, you know what I mean? I don't know if my lady could even. My lady is hangry.
Well, the thing is, like, if you're doing it and she's not, if you guys did it together, you'd have a shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going a few days.
Listening, baby?
But if you're doing it and she's not, and she's eating fucking tacos,
I've tried a million things. We won't get too deep into it, but I've tried a million things, and it's just like you said, discipline is at the end of the day what leads everybody different from someone
discipline for yourself.
Do you know what it is, bro? And this is my first time, so like I'm talking this game now because this is my first time I'm actually committing to it and doing it.
Right.
It really comes down to saying, listen, you have to believe that everything comes from your mind and discipline, and your mind controls everything that you physically do. And if you can put yourself there and say, listen, I'm not letting anything beat my mind out, not myself at all. You're going to wind up winning, bro. And the biggest thing I can tell you that I failed at the first time is I didn't realize how much water is important on this shit. Have the fucking water ready, because once you're chugging water, your stomach signals to your brain that it's stuffed. Yeah. So, like, you got to just chug that water, and then it will pass. That feeling will pass. Like, I'm not hungry right now, bro, and I haven't ate since Sunday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jesus,
that's
bro.
crazy.
And I don't feel any hunger at all, bro.
Right.
which is fucking crazy. I feel like I'm not like, normally I do cardio in the gym and I'm running and walking on incline and shit. This week I haven't done any cardio because I feel like that could fuck me up. I am lifting still.
Yeah.
The cardio, I feel like though, bro, if I break a hard sweat and I'm depleting calories, I feel like that can really fuck me up. But next week, I am gonna go on that cardio binge too and test that out and run it out. But
real quick, with you saying that, are you like a religious kind of guy as far as the gym and fitness before this whole thing? He's still eating the way you ate as far as?
What do you mean, like religious? Like
just like on average, like that's what I do every 3 days of the week or whatever.
No, I eat like shit, bro. I'm eating.
But I'm saying gym and fitness. Where you still?
I'm in the gym 5 days a week, no matter what.
Okay. Even before you started the
5
gym.
5 days a week, no matter what. Since I've been 20.
And even when you're in there, you feel a whole lot different as far as when you were and you weren't eating.
Like you're lifting and shit. Are you able to lift the same, and do you feel the same amount of strength?
So the past 4 days, because I mean Sundays when Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Thursday, tomorrow's the 5th day.
Right.
I have been, my workouts and my lifts have been completely fine. I am scared to do cardio because I do an hour a day usually.
Mm-hmm.
I am scared to do that because I do feel like that will burn like 500 calories
For sure.
and that is gonna and then I'm barely getting the calories and I'm gonna get into this hunger and I don't want to. I don't need to do that to myself.
Right.
So why do that?
Yeah,
I feel like the juice is like giving your body an oil change. Look at it like that.
Yeah.
That's
Shit,
crazy.
Man. I mean, we kicked this bitch off with some motivation, some motivation for that.
We did.
You know
motivation,
what I mean?
motivation for September, man. It's going by crazy as hell. 2022, all kinds of things, man, going on. Like I said, we've been kicking around, hanging out, man. How are you? How did you start before Matty Ice the show? Kind of maybe where you from, brothers and sisters, maybe high school life, things of that nature.
For sure. I'm from Illinois. The city of Chicago is where I used to party and go all the time, and I've experienced a big city life and everything like that. I moved out here 7 or 8 years ago. A majority of my family lives out here. Mm-hmm. Mom, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all that. And I started the Matty Ice Show about 3 years ago, and I linked up with Rick Ross, and Rick Ross has been a big supporter of the show, and I'm a big supporter of everything he does, and obviously I work with Bel Air, his brand that he's a partner with, and it's been an incredible journey. I've interviewed almost every artist in Arizona. I've interviewed a ton of artists out of Arizona. I've interviewed big names, a lot of sports players, and influencers, and I have over 275 interviews on YouTube probably, and we're just growing, and this year has been more of a challenge for me in just other areas in life and just in general. Last year was great. It was a year I'll never forget. We won Platform of the Year here in Arizona with Arizona Trending, and we just worked our fucking ass off last year. When I say we, like the people that work with me, like Weasel, the Kaleidoscope Kid. Without these guys, without your engineer, without your camera team, without the people that create the content for you, that are putting it on the internet. All I do is the interviews, but everything has to get created and edited, and
that's what I was gonna ask you. Is you have a team editing?
Without
and all
them, I ain't shit, bro. And you hear that all the time though, like, oh, without my team, you're not. I'm not. That's such a corny thing. People say it all the time. Truly though, A100 with you, like my platform is a circle, bro. So like we go like this, and if this is not working, and we're backing each other up. So like it has to continue to go like this, and that's with me interviewing, the audio being edited right, and the content being distributed right, and that's what I've been lucky with, and having a good people we're all on the same page, we all have the same vision, and then you got guys like Ross and Maybach Music Group that have supported the platform for over 2 years now.
That's huge.
That has been a dream of itself. I mean, I used to grow up listening to Rick Ross all the time, and he was somebody that like I idolize in a lot of ways. Like I've always listened to his music, and I was a big fan of him. And now I'm around him all the time. It's fucking crazy.
That is crazy. Is YouTube the only platform that you put your stuff out on? So
I used to drop like everywhere on iTunes, Spotify, and all that. Right now I've been bad. I'm only dropping on YouTube, and I need to get back to getting. I'm talking to a couple companies about distribution stuff, and
nice.
I am gonna get on. I'm gonna get back on Apple and iTunes and Spotify and all that shit. But I am solely on YouTube right now, and my Instagram. But it's YouTube. If you want to watch my interviews, you go to YouTube. You can watch them on video.
Right. Hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I wanted to touch back on how he said about the team, because it's 100% correct. Having your team around you and a good team around you, we know personally by gaining people to join the team and losing people at the same time. And when you lose certain people, regardless who's right or wrong, they played a role in it, and it hurts, dude. Or it definitely takes time away, and it makes it a lot harder than what it should be. So kudos to your team, man, for doing what it does, man, and everybody, all the teams that learn to work together. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Shout out to that, man. Doing the interviews and all that. Is this something in high school you was doing? Is this like you in high school and you're like, hey, I want to start fucking with Rick Ross and interviews and all this stuff like that? Or how does the actual podcast for you come about?
So I've always been like involved in hip hop and rap in a lot of ways. Like I've always been a big fan of rap and hip hop music since I've been a kid. But I got into it, I'd say, a lot more in Chicago. I was throwing a lot of hip hop and rap concerts in Chicago. And I always felt like I have a personality, and I always felt like I had a place within the industry. I didn't know what my place was, but even since I've been like in high school, I felt like I had a place. I'm not a rapper or an artist, but I felt like I had a place. Was it management? Maybe I'm going to be a music manager soon too. I think I want to get into that. Who knows?
Ooh,
maybe that's coming.
So, right, there we go.
But management is something that I potentially want to get into, and that was something I always wanted to do first. But then I started podcasting, and I interviewed sports players originally, like guys like Christian Kirk from the Cardinals, Byron Murphy, Antonio Brown, twice, Marquette King, and a lot
punter?
of the punter. He's my dog. He's my good friend too.
He's
I work
dope,
out with him all
though.
the time.
Come on now, he's dope.
He lives out here.
Didn't he just try to get signed by somebody?
I think the teams are talking to him right now.
Somebody brought him in.
Yeah.
For a tryout.
The Bills, I think, did.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, he's a great guy, bro, and he's actually really talented. So hopefully he gets his position again back.
For sure.
For sure.
But he lives out here, and guys like that. And then I was like, you know what, bro, like, that's cool. I don't like interviewing athletes, though, because, like, at the end of the day, they're not really getting anything out of it because they can say something that can fuck their whole contracts up. I can't really press them on shit, nor am I getting, like, the best content, and it's kind of boring. So at the end of the day, like, I want to interview rap artists and hip-hop artists and get to my fucking niche and get to the bag, right? And brand myself and work with fucking companies and get that thing going. So we did that. My first big interview was with Futuristic here in Arizona.
Shout out to Futuristic, by the way.
I've had him on the show twice. The first time was literally like 2.5, 3 years ago. It was my first interview with an artist. And then I interviewed like all the artists here. I mean, you name an artist, and I'm 95% sure they've probably been on my show at some point.
That's dope. Yeah, we have Futuristic on here.
He kicked off season 6. He kicked off season 6. Shout out to him, man. He's a huge influence in Arizona and has done a lot. But you're right, man. When it comes to the shows, there's not. I mean, we're right behind you as far as our show is done with a lot of music artists. But we do everybody. We've had owners of restaurants. We've had the edible people, cannabis people. We try to do it all. And you're definitely set your stone in hip hop. And so you said from the athletes to hip hop. When was it like just being from Illinois in the music? Were you DJing in high school? You say you're doing events out there?
I was throwing shows and I was DJing. So I used to DJ like EDM music, bro. I used to be a club head. Like yeah. So like I went through my club stage in Chicago too. Like I always loved hip hop and rap, but I do like EDM music too. Don't get me wrong. I like EDM music a lot. And I was on my little EDM crazy little Molly phase for a couple years, way back in the day, and that was like 18, 19 years old. But as far as like hip hop in Chicago, you know, we got guys like Twista, who's a legend, and I've thrown shows with him before. And
so when I don't mean to cut you off, but when you say you throw shows, you were like promoting them, or you were putting the whole shit together yourself?
Everything together. I had investors. We were funding it. We did big shows, Machine Gun Kelly. So we did a lot of shit. And you know, but I hate working with artists on that side of it all too. I hate working with artists on the as being a promoter. I don't want to deal with that. That's not for me. I don't want to deal with that.
Dealing with just attitude, showing up.
That's what I was going to say. As far as like booking them and getting them to show up and all that shit.
I don't want to deal with the business end of it at all. I don't want to do it. So for me, that's why I walked away from that. And I'm not saying artists don't deserve their money and all that stuff. It's just I didn't want to deal with that. For a lot of, I can tell you 15, 20 reasons, and that's the whole. I just don't want to get into it. So for me, I moved out here, and I didn't even start the platform for a few years. You know, I just kind of did my thing, and now it's taken off, and I'm very consistent. I think this year I've been working on other things within the platform, and I haven't gone as hard this year as I feel like I have last year.
Right.
But this year's not done yet, and I am going to be accelerating very hard coming up within the next month or so. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do believe this game is a momentum-based game. I'll do 10 interviews in a week. I don't give a fuck. I'll drop 10 in a week. I don't care. That's where I think the difference between me and, like, you know, platforms that are doing music and dropping a lot is, for me, bro, like, I don't have no rhyme or reason when I drop. I don't have a date. I don't pick Wednesday. I don't pick Thursday. I don't say I'm dropping at 5. If I have my interview, so like my team, we do the interview. It's in my YouTube channel 24 hours later usually. Uploaded, ready to go.
That's huge.
Damn.
But that's the point.
That's a
Right.
big part of
But
having a team, though, and having people that can do shit for you. When you're done, you walk away, and they go to work. You know what I mean?
But they understand that, the Matty Ice Show has to be successful because the Matty Ice Show has to have content all the time. I can't wait 2 weeks to post. I post 5 days a week.
Right.
And I'm not posting like old shit usually. I'm posting new shit. You know what I mean? So like, I have to have an arsenal of bullets ready to go.
Right.
And for me, I love having. I'll do a 2 o'clock, a 3 o'clock, a 4 o'clock, a 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
I'll fly
yeah.
in and I'll run 5 interviews in a fucking day, and then I go home and boom. 48 hours later, I got 5 interviews in my YouTube channel. I got all my reels in my phone ready to go to post, and I have a machine gun ready of content. And that's where I've been successful because
Consistency.
it's that, and I'm very adamant about my content, how it looks, how it sounds. We're not putting shit out there. Our audio is mixed and mastered professionally. I'm very serious about that shit and my branding. Like I'm serious about that. Like I get in arguments with my team, like, yo, we can't do that. Like why
Right.
this? And we know what's up. Like because it's important to be on top of your shit and keep your brand where you believe it should be at. You start slipping, other people start coming up.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, honestly, it's probably the realest shit we've ever heard. Because a lot of that even applies to us as far as maybe why we slip so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that consistency. And it takes someone like that at the helm. I feel like it's the Jordan mentality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
And,
also
the
both.
team, though, like you
Yeah.
said, the team is huge
Team.
because
Yeah.
when a lot of times it's just me and you. We're all
Well,
of
that's
that.
what
All
it
the
is.
shit that he
Facts.
named off, the photographer, the editor,
Yep.
you know, the audio, that's us.
So
you know what
I
I mean?
have my main guy. I have an in studio person, Josh, and Matt Gatsby. So I have 2 people. I have 2 people that work in the studio, and then I have 1 person that comes on the road with me, Weasel. Now, when the person comes in the studio, bro, they know how to work the audio and the cameras and everything, and it's seamless. We know what we're doing. And for me, bro, like you would think I'm really working, but think about it. Think about it like this, bro. So like a couple Fridays ago, I had 5 interviews, like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, some shit like that. And they were all fly-ins. I never met them before. Maybe one was local. But when I was done, I was like, bro, this is amazing. I can go home and chill. I don't even need to interview technically if I don't want to for 2 weeks now. I don't have to do shit. And I'm dropping all 5 of these within 10 days. Because I like to flood content. I like to have so much shit going around, like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, I don't give a fuck. Bro. I'm going to drop. Like, we're dropping. Like, we going up. So for me, it's like, I have all this content. I'm good. I can chill now. I'm good. I can post whenever I want. I dictate my content. You know what I mean? I like that, bro. So if it was a suggestion for any platform at all, is just, bro, have your content ready. Like it's as simple as that. Have your content ready. And as platforms grow, it becomes easier.
Right.
And I charge
sure.
a majority of people to come on my show. Like I don't play that. I charge a majority of people to come on my show. I'm very vocal about it too. Majority of people, 80% of the people that are on my show, are doing business with me to get on the show. To be real with you, and I'm not saying that like sounding like arrogant or anything like that. That's not what it is. You heard what it is just now. I have a team that gets paid. They don't get there. They don't do that for charity.
Right,
they get
right.
fucking paid. Good money too, by the way. They're not doing. They want to do this. They're getting paid very good money to do
Right.
that. Okay. I have a studio that I pay almost $1,200 a month for. I invested $20,000 in podcasting equipment. I paid a professional artist to do a mural for $4,000. His name's Just Created on the Grind. DM him and ask him. At the end of the day, that's why the fuck I charge. I'm not a charity platform. I'm not gonna introduce you to record labels that follow me, that have signed artists off my page, to brands, to big artists, to other artists. I'm not going to bring you into my loop unless you take care of me. It's as simple as that. And plus, I don't know anybody in our interview and promote you and make you a flyer. And like, that takes my energy. Like, I give fire interviews, bro. Like, I take that seriously.
Right.
So for me, it's like I don't owe you an hour of my time to sit down with you and promote you and cut the interview up and get you to go up while I sit here like this. Hell no.
Right,
So
right.
for me, it's like that's my motto, and some people rock with it and some don't. And I don't put it out there like who's paying me or who's not. Like
Right,
no
right,
one knows
right.
shit. I don't even advertise it on my social media that I'm doing it. But like platforms like this, I let people know like, yo, you can't just come on my show. It's not like that.
Right.
Right. I do invite a lot of people on. Like you mentioned Dan G earlier. Dan G, I've always invited on my show. Like Futuristic, always, of course, invited on my show. I can't charge these people that are really. If you're doing something and I notice it, I'm gonna invite you on because you're doing something and you earned it. But like, I can't just interview everybody.
Right.
One, I'd be fucking broke and I'd have no energy and I'd be a mental case. I need to be taken care of, bro. Just like hopefully you guys get taken care of too soon. So, or if you are, I don't know your situation.
Hey, we're working on it. You know what I mean?
Hey man, honestly, that's a
slowly but surely.
Really.
But at the end of the day, let me say this really quick too. The reason why it's worth it to come on my show is one, I got Ethica Music signing artists off my page.
That's dope. Super dope.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they signed artists off my page.
No, you can see obviously the work, and it's worth it. And I think that's just our issue. And I think it's just a lot of people's issue is they take that side of how he comes off offensive, or they're scared to do it themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're scared to ask for that. They're scared to say this or that. You know?
But you know what? It's funny to me because I have people that have I've never met them before. I have no idea who they are. And they don't really know who I am. They know me through what I'm doing.
Right.
They don't know me.
They know the show.
Right.
But they don't know you.
And they DM me. And they expect me to interview them for like an hour, to make them a flyer, to bring in my producer, to take off a Friday night, then to cut it, and then to promote it on my page. Excuse me. Look at it like that. Look at it in my point of view. Excuse me. Come at me correct. Be like, yo, Matty, I respect your platform. Let's do this together.
Right.
I think I can bring you some of my audience. I think, you know what I mean? And then I'll listen to you. But, bro, when you have an artist that has, and and I have no disrespect, but you're building a lot of artists are on the come up. I'm still on the come up, easily. But like, guys that have like 1,500 followers, and like, not that matters. They could be a great artist, but it's like, okay, you're still growing. It has to be a give and take.
Right.
Don't hit me and expect me to like. I don't owe you shit. I don't even know you. Fuck you coming at me for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that pisses me off. Like then they expect like, oh, fuck you. Like, bro, I don't owe you shit.
Right.
Like just because I have to interview everybody. Like I have. This is how I'm living.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like and a lot of good things have happened. We've had I had Samara Sin, who's an incredible artist, come on the show, and T.I. found her, started following her, saw her freestyle, and then followed her and found her from the show.
Huge.
Ross comments a lot of the videos and freestyles the other day he did. There's a lot of people that are watching it, bro, and I feel like, don't get me wrong, I take my craft seriously, so I want to let every artist know too, when you come to my studio, you are going to get a fire interview, and I am going to get everything about your career out of you because I respect the fuck that you rock with me. Take that seriously too. If you come at me correctly and you're talking, I feel like this is a genuine thing. I respect these artists more than an incredible amount because they want to rock with me, and that's a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like I respect the hell out of that too. It goes both ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Definitely, obviously, you can see the fire, man.
For sure.
The passion, the way it goes. And obviously, that's why where you're at. Like I said, he does it for a living. So
for a living, bro.
So we definitely want to get there, right?
Oh, for sure.
I definitely don't do this fucking shit for a living. I gotta fucking get up my ass up early in the fucking morning.
Artists are coming in there freestyling on the show. We're cutting up like music, like performance videos.
No, they're looking dope. I just was watching the close up on the ones that you're doing now, man. It's like the new ones. Yeah, those motherfuckers are coming out sick. Chris Koch. I was just we just thought. Yeah, man. That's the homie. That's the homie. You know what I mean? We hang.
Koch, let me say this right now. Chris Koch this year is my favorite artist in Arizona.
I was just gonna get into that. I was say you talked about obviously sustaining what you do and how it takes and the passion behind it. Now that you see the AZ atmosphere and artists that go on, how do you feel about it? What's your attitude towards AZ as far as a group and maybe your favorite artists coming out or what they're doing? And maybe even different things they could do to do right or wrong.
So, I am not Arizona media. I'm not an Arizona podcast, even though I'm here in Arizona and whatever. But I'm doing this on a bigger scale. I feel like for me at least, I don't want to brand myself.
And I don't mean to offend you if I was saying that. Just because I see my Arizona dudes on there.
I am in Arizona. You should say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting people know, like, yo, I want to let you know I am not doing this for Arizona. My heart is not Arizona.
Right.
If my heart was Arizona, I'd be limiting myself now, if an Arizona artist needs to get interviewed first of all, I want to see an Arizona artist blow up before anybody else right now in any state.
Right.
But my point is I'm not like doing this as Arizona media. Like, I'm like, no.
Right.
No, majority of the artists that come on my show are out of Arizona.
Right.
They come all over the country.
Right.
But as far as like who I'm rocking with heavy in Arizona right now, last year Samara Sin was incredible. She's moved to California now. But this year, bro, like I've had Lex Bratcher came on my show and tore it up. Sincerely Collins came on the show and went crazy.
Shout out to Siri.
Ponce went on the show and went crazy. But I gotta say, V the Ruler went crazy. But I gotta say, Chris Koch, he has like 3,000 followers, 4,000 followers on Instagram. Chris Koch to me is special. I think he really is talented. He came in the studio, he one-taked it. And Chris Koch is really rapping about Chris Koch's not faking his lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Not at all.
And I respect him for that because he's not switching up. And there's just something about him. I don't know what it is. I believe that he has a lot of potential, and I think with the right people behind him, he could really blow up. I mean, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
He's a lyricist.
Oh yeah, that boy can spit.
And you're not gonna. I think a lot of people would be. I don't think they can handle the bars with him if they were to see him face to face like that.
Yeah. We had the same vibe when we had him on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we rocked with him during the show. It went well. You know, everything was cool. But we were rocking with him afterward. We were hanging out like
we hang out with him like on a real chill level. We got homies from the streets that are together. You know what I mean? So and he was in here. And we stayed in here 2 hours, 3 hours. We went to one of his music, which I didn't even know. We did the interview, the show.
We get done. That video dropped yet, but yeah.
Then we chilling here for a couple hours. We just hanging out, doing our adult thing. Next thing you know, we had the music video with him. You know what I mean?
Him and MC Dome.
But the whole time, this motherfucker was rapping, dog.
Bro,
and I told him, man, we're old school guys, and I don't like to claim like that we're a hip hop thing. We do that. We dabble in a lot of things, man, and we give respect where respect is due. Plain and simple, you know what I mean? We try to be real as fuck as whoever we're talking to about what we're doing, how we came in today, and all that shit. But at the end of the day, we just try to give a platform, honestly, because we feel we know some inspiring dope people, man, that could honestly lift somebody up or put someone in their place or whatever it takes is what we try to do. And Chris Koch, dog, is the realest as it gets.
There's there's artists doing, there's a lot of artists here in Arizona doing great things. To me, and maybe because Chris Koch came on my show. He freestyled about a month ago, and it's the performance of the year so far on the show. And then Lex Bratcher's number 2, who's incredible too. So those two right now have rocked my show this year. We still got another 5 months or 4 months remaining, so let's see what happens. Merkham's told me in the beginning of the year that he's going to come and end the show this year, so I'll hold him to that.
I'm sure that's going to be something.
I mean, as far as our show,
he hasn't freestyled on my show yet. So.
Yeah, as far as our show, those would be my top 2: Chris Koch and Merkham's. We've had them both on. And
we had Futuristic, we had Black Bottom Liners.
Yeah,
and
Futuristic is dope, and he's been doing this shit a long time, and I give him his props because he's an OG legend in Arizona.
He's not hot like that right now.
Yeah, he's just, he'll always be hot because he does his thing, and I know he's switching his genre right now.
Which, by the way, I love.
Yeah, he's doing
those songs are pretty dope.
Doing some new shit.
He's gonna go crazy with that.
Yeah. And you can tell he likes it. Like that's his vibe right now.
Placements,
you know what I mean?
He's gonna get paid for placements like crazy on that shit.
Yeah, for sure. But like you're saying, and when it comes to lyricists and bars, those would be my top 2.
Right now
Merkham's
in
Koch,
Arizona,
sure.
You got to say the momentum right now is. Merkham's has had a crazy fucking year.
For sure.
Oh, you can't deny that.
His manager he has a good management team. His manager is very, very good.
Dope ass dude, man. Real. He sat back there and ate his chicken wings. He ate his chicken wings. Shout out to my dog.
He's been working hard on, and can't forget Hard Body Youngin. I really like HB a lot, and I like him as a person a lot, and that means a lot to me. I like him as an artist a ton too, but I like Hard Body as a person, and to me that goes a long way. A lot of these artists I'm not friends with out of the studio.
Right.
We do the interview, we keep it like that. I'm not trying to shit where I eat. I'm not trying to hang out. I don't go to the clubs. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck to become friends with any of them. But if there is something there and that's genuine, the relationship will continue a little bit. We'll text, we'll talk. Hard Body is one of those guys that I like. Collins is one of those guys that's always been really cool with me.
That's the homie. Yeah,
J-Rod the Chief is a cool guy. I know all of them, bro. Like Jada Pink out here, she's great.
Hey, she's probably one of the hottest.
Kyrie, the real Kyrie is my guy. Jada's doing her thing, and there's a lot of great artists out here. And I think, like I said, I think with the right team, Chris Koch is just he can do something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely on the move for sure. Shout out to homie Chris Koch.
With that being said, man, real quick, station identification. This is Homemade Genius. This is season 7.
Yes, sir.
First episode, man, we kicking it off. It is going down. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the good things that everybody likes us to do. Shout out to Cannabis Cactus, always free.
Never prickly.
We got the app. Go download it. We got some Halloween shit going on. I'm telling you, we're going to have a Halloween party in Tucson. I'll just let you know.
You want to tell them what it's called? Abracadabra.
I'll just tell you this. Hall of Fame basketball player and award-winning actress.
What was it? Emmy nominated or?
Emmy nominated, yes. We'll be in the house, man. So the tickets are worth it. You'll get mad cannabis product. Tickets are on sale. I'll post the link. You guys go ahead and get that. Download the app. It's all over the place, man. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Make sure y'all tap in. And like I said, we're going to try to stay consistent and put it out 24 hours. He just set the bar. I don't even know what to say after this.
Yeah, it's motivation.
Team, let's get together. All the love that's been going on too, it is real. Very talking real, man. We'll talk about very serious
This
about
is
what he
shit a lot of
does.
people need to hear, though. You know what I
Strong,
mean?
real facts. Shout out to everybody, man, that tunes in and talks in. This is Homemade Genius, like I said. Cannabis Cactus. Mama One is eating treats. You want to try one of these before we start
Let's
the
do
second
it.
half?
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this?
I had to put the top on this other
Did you?
motherfucker. I just couldn't stop eating it.
We're gonna try.
Slow
We're
down.
gonna try one each. Me and this guy, and then this man's gonna take him to Vegas when he goes next weekend, and he's gonna try them there. It's going down, man. Anything you'd like to say right here when we get this little intermediate in? Shout out to everybody.
No, man. Just like I was saying, you're blocking the camera.
Oh, my bad.
What's up, everybody? You know how he likes to do. Always trying to block my shine, man. You know what I mean? No, I'm just fucking around. Just facts, man. A lot of the shit that he's saying right now, I think, is information that a lot of people need to hear, man. It's helping motivate me right now. You know what I mean? I hope it's helping motivate you. If you're an artist, if you do a show, a podcast, if you do interviews, any of that shit, man. This is real talk, and like I said, it's just lacing game where game needs to be laced, and just take this shit and run with it. You know what I mean? This is why we do this show. You guys know that. It's a platform we bring all kinds of people on here. People as big as Matty Ice. Some of those artists we just named. Koch, Merkham's, Sincerely Collins, all those people. Futuristic. We bring them on here and just to show you guys what can happen. You know what I mean? We bring artists on here that, like he said, might have 150 fucking followers. And that doesn't mean shit. All that means is that they're on their way up. You know what I mean? And we bring them on here. We give them a platform to speak, to talk about what they do and shine some light on them where they may not have had light before. You know what I mean? And I hope that you guys follow some of these people and fuck with them. You know what I mean? Rock with their music, rock with their show, all that shit. Buy the album, you know, smash that like button, follow, subscribe, all that shit, man. Just take it for what it is. You know what I mean? And use it for your own motivation. You know what I mean? Whether that's fucking juicing, or that's fucking getting your videos out in 24 hours, or loading up your clip with bullets to let that shit spray. You know what I mean? All this shit is good information, man. So I just hope you guys are taking it for that. You know what I mean? And take it the right way. Like he said, he's not out here trying to brag or boast. He's just telling you what it is and letting you know this is how it should be. You know what I mean? So let's fucking go, man.
All I know is you talk just as long as we feeling it. There's energy in the air.
The energy is in the air, for sure, for sure. I'm not even juicing, you know what I mean? And I feel like that.
For sure.
I might, though.
Hey, man, I appreciate all y'all clapping. I appreciate y'all. Facts, man, facts. It's Matty Ice in the building, man, and like I said, he's talking some real stuff. We're going to talk some more about maybe advice of if you could go back to yourself, rights and wrongs, what you would do a little different here and there. Would you start it now or then?
The first thing I would have done is I originally signed with Bang Energy. And the first thing I would have done.
How did that go?
They're a good company. Don't get me wrong. They're a good company and all that.
I like that Starfire one. That shit's fire.
Good company. But the best decision I ever made was going to Bel Air and working with Bel Air and linking with Rick Ross. So if I could start it all over, the first thing I would have done is gone right to Bel Air.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, how did that happen? Did you approach them, or was it, you know what I mean? Was it through
Crazy
Ross?
story.
Or?
Really, actually, pretty basic story. I had maybe 4,000 followers.
Okay.
Bang, I was promoting Bang on my page. I was doing podcasts at that point. Interviewed Antonio Brown already. And I was high as hell one night. And I DM'd Rick Ross from my page, Rich Forever. And I wrote him a very detailed thing of what I wanted to do with Bel Air. And I went to sleep. You know, he didn't respond the first half hour or whatever. I went to sleep.
Right.
I woke up with a DM from him. And I had to like quadruple check it.
You were like, hey, check mark and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him, 100% it was him. 100%. He said, okay, do this, do that. Like, make a flyer. Let me see like a couple things. Do this. And then I wrote him back and I said, okay, listen, I'm gonna do this, and you're never gonna have somebody work harder for you. And I'm not gonna tell you it. I'm gonna show it to you. And that's what I said to him. It's quote unquote. I'm not gonna talk it. I'm gonna show it. And this is my only talk I'm gonna do. That's it. That's quote unquote. Okay. Then what I did is I started to build. He didn't follow me at that point. He said, do this, link me with Bel Air, boom. Bang dropped me immediately because I saw I was fucking with Bel Air. Then
How did that go?
I didn't care because I was like, this is way better.
Yeah.
Hip hop, Ross, Bel Air.
You were on to
let's
something
go.
bigger. Yeah.
I'm talking to the source.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to talk to anybody.
At that point, was the 4,000 followers even an issue? Did that ever even come up? Like, was that even a conversation?
Dude, Ross it wasn't.
Right.
Ross respected my, like, you saw, like, my vision.
The hustle.
Whatever it was, bro. Whatever it was that day. Maybe he was in a great mood that day. Maybe it was complete fucking luck, and he just responded to it and then got in a conversation with me, and who knows, bro. Right. There's no rhyme or reason for it, to be real with you. That's what I've still grasped to figure it out. Right. But it's real life shit. So, like, at the end of the day, that happened. Then I did photo shoots with Bel Air. Mad photo shoots, mad interviews. Every interview, Bel Air. I mean, I worked my fucking ass off, bro. Like, and I still am. You look at my page, all you see is Bel Air. And then he started following me maybe like 4 months after that, seeing all my interviews now, seeing what I'm doing with Bel Air, like on a real basis, like in his stories and on the fucking page, and he's really seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So then it got realer. Then I met him about a year and a half ago for the first time at Cookies, the grand opening of Cookies in Vegas.
Yeah, which was huge.
With Burner, met Burner and shit. So shook up with Ross, met Ross's whole team.
Was that? I don't mean to cut you. Was that Cookies on the Strip?
Yeah, Cookies in Vegas. Burner. It opened a year and a half ago.
I've been to that one.
Super fire.
Shit's fucking dope.
And like kind of like Old Town Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
So I opened. Ross is a partner with Burner on some shit. Whatever. Yeah. Ross was there. So Ross was there opening it up with Burner, and I met Ross there for the first time. I told Ross I was coming. I was in Vegas. Yeah. Got to link up with him, met his whole team, whatever. Then after that, okay. Now I know who you are, Matty Ice. In person, we're real life now. Then I've met him like 20 times since then. Now it's to the point, Ross is like such a good person. He's like, yo, I want you to interview this person. Dope. I want you to interview this person. So I'm interviewing the head of his Maybach, Jeter K, his manager, and an executive of the company next week in Vegas. But he's like that type of person. Like, Ross is the most incredible person, bro. He's my like, to me, he might not know this, but he's my mentor. He might not even know it. But he's my mentor. He's somebody that I look up to. He's somebody I'll never forget. Like, bro, like, I'm never going to forget these last 2 years. Like, these last 2 years, for me at least personally, like, are just unforgettable. Like, the shit that I've been in a table with LeBron James and Rich Paul and Rudy Gay and just recently, and Lamar Odom and fucking, when I'm with Ross, I'm like, all these people are around him, bro, and I play my role well. I don't pull my phone out. I play my role well. I understand the situation, bro. And I think Ross understands that I figured that out. And a lot of people don't figure that out. They don't play their role well, and they get you know, you got to understand you're dealing with high caliber people, and you gotta like, when Ross is talking to these important people, I back off. Like, I'm not in that circle. Yeah. I know my role. I'm drinking my champagne in the back. I'm not trying to be like, oh, what's, you know, like.
Yeah. I'm Matty Ice.
I play my fucking role. If I'm spoken to in that circle, I'll speak. If you know what I mean, but I understand the situation. Yeah. I'm blessed to be there.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, for me, like, that's all it is, dude. And I understand it. And Ross is a great person, great artist, great businessman.
Oh yeah, businessman for sure.
Everything, bro. I mean, he got hits. I mean,
oh yeah, but that's fucking that's
he got
hits. That's
that carry him forever.
Oh yeah,
that's the boss.
And he made Hustlin' at 35.
But I mean, when I say businessman, I'm just talking like you say, the connection with Bel Air. Fucking Wingstop. Come on now, for everybody knows.
Maybach music.
Maybach, just the whole music group. Up, bro. Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know, I couldn't. Let's put it this way: if a company called me right now, and like wanted to give me the world, I would tell them no, because my loyalty to Ross. I believe that one day something will go down with me and Ross. One day, like in business or something. I don't know. That would be awesome, but. Who knows? But like, my loyalty to Maybach Music, to Ross, to Bel Air is forever. Like, period. That shit's forever. So,
which is huge. We all know loyalty is huge.
Unless they decide they don't want to fuck with me, but my forever leaves. Loyalty, yeah, bro. I'm not switching up at all. So, it's been a blessing, bro.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, man. Any maybe advice for anybody young? I mean, you spoke so much about what you do and what it takes to do there. Anything else you want to maybe?
This has been advice already.
I mean, it is. That's why I said it's hard to talk and say, because you seem like one of my questions is if you can go back 10 years and do something different, right, good or what.
If I went back 10 years, I would have kids right now and be married.
And before we get out, we chilling for an hour. Before we get out, I was going to talk to you about how does that relationship. Would you talk about your relationship? How is it now? How's it do with your career and everything, and what it takes to be where you're at? Because like you said, you would do so many interviews in a day. That takes away from something else.
Yeah, but that's not really that long. Like 2 to 7. Like, think about that. It's only 5 hours, and I'm banging out a lot of content, so it's not that bad.
But when you book them like that, or when you do these shows, it's always on Friday. Is it like one day a week, or you'll like you said, because you don't really have a plan.
So basically, my thing is how do you balance those if you haven't had it, and maybe
first of all, I'm a homebody and I don't go out much, but I got my own studio. It's 5 minutes away from where I live, and a lot of these artists are flying in. So like, you know, I gotta kind of work around their, you know, like if you're flying in from New York, and you can come on a Tuesday, and like that's really, and you're taking your time to fly cross country to me. Like, I'm going to try to make that happen for you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, you're making a big inconvenience, and all I got to do is drive a mile and get paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, I'm going to try to be as best as I can like that. So for me, there is no, I don't like to interview on Sundays. I just don't like to do Sundays. But Monday through Saturday, I will try to work around your schedule. I'm a homebody, bro. I don't go to the clubs. You're not going to see me outside. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about spending money in the clubs. I don't care about the fucking girls in there. I don't give a fuck. I care about just different, bigger situations. But like if I can go back 10 years, I'd stay with one of my, you know, I would have done things a little bit different within relationships. Right now I'm single. I'm talking to a few people, dating a little bit. But is there anything serious going on? No, I was in a long relationship out here for like 5 years, and that ended about right when I started this show.
So, but that was kind of the point of his question. Did the show have anything to do with that? Like, was it hard to maintain that relationship and do the show?
I feel like no, because I haven't been in a relationship, and I've been single for 2.5 years now. Like nothing serious. When I'm talking about like me and my girl lived together for 4 years, like the dogs, like all that shit. Like,
I guess the reason why I asked it that way was because, you know, we've both been in relationships this whole time, and it's tough sometimes, and not even for like time.
You're gone for an hour or two.
Well, not even that. I don't mean just the time wise, but your show is getting big, right? You're getting a lot of followers. You're getting people are starting to know who you are. You're getting a little bit of shine here and there. You're going out to Vegas with Ross.
Right.
That could affect like your relationship at home. You know what I'm saying?
No, like for sure it can. Like one of the girls that was seeing, like I'll bring her with me. Like yo, like it's like that. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as it's all about how, you know, trust is a huge thing, and
for sure
I'm not like engaging, bro. Like you know, I'm not like if I'm drinking at the club in Old Town and I'm not coming home, like, that's a different story. Like but I'm not putting myself in that situation. And also like I have learned this industry is extremely fake, and a majority of the people that fuck with me that don't know me are only fucking with me because they see the shit on the outside, and I don't like, I like genuine shit like this. Like, you know, I like genuine shit. Like I don't fucking like you like DMing me because you see me with a picture with Ross or with Boosie, or like I hate that. Like I don't give a fuck. And don't DM me like, yo, can I meet Ross, or like, can I, dude, I don't know. You can't. Okay, like go fucking work yourself. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like it's that type of shit annoys me, bro. So for me, it's like I stay in my lane. I don't interfere with other people's shit. I don't care about anybody else's shit. I care about what I'm doing, and I'll always be supportive of everybody else. As long as you're genuine with me and supportive, you'll get that. But you'll get, like, I can be a dick. Like, yo, like if you're a dick to me, I treat people exactly how you treat me. I don't let people walk all over me. It's I feel like you can't let people walk all over you, and I don't care who it is. I don't care the biggest artist in Arizona. I wouldn't allow it.
Huge, man. Sports.
I was about to say the same thing. So what do? You say you're a homebody. You don't do much. You hit the gym.
Love betting sports.
Oh yeah, me too. What app are you on?
I won $50,000 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, by the way.
Woo!
Like 5,000 to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, at the beginning of the season?
10-1 before the playoffs.
Huge.
They were 10-1 before
I'm
the
your
playoffs.
Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. Shit.
So that was dope.
Huge.
I bet football heavy. I like betting football. I like football. And my team is the Cardinals. And my family has season tickets.
Huge.
And
how you feel they're gonna do this year?
We'll see. That Kyler Murray clip, I interviewed his hairdresser, went crazy. The pants situation. That was like my first real viral interview where like I had like 50 news articles and like media reaching out to me. It was fucking wild.
That shit's wild. Did they credit you at all on that?
Yeah, there's, if you Google like Kyler Murray hairdresser, all you'll see is like 100 articles about
That's fucking dope.
So that was fucking dope. That was really cool, actually. That was a really cool moment in podcasting. That was like a moment.
Oh, for sure.
My first like moment where like I'm
you
just
gotta
getting
take
hit up
that
by all
in,
these
brother.
people. It was dope.
Yeah.
That was my first one to believe it. Like
I was gonna just ask you that before we left and got out of here. I said, can you name maybe one moment where you were like sat back and like humbled yourself, or was in awe? Can't believe I'm at this moment.
Boosie. When I interviewed Boosie about a year and a half ago, at Ethica too, at the headquarters, the corporate building at Ethica, in front of like 30 people, they were all watching it. Like, and I was, you know, that was my first like. I mean, I literally sat down with Boosie. He's smoking a blunt. It's Boosie right here. Like, we were sitting next to each other on a couch, mic'd up. Boosie and me, 30 people, 2 cameras. All right, Matty, you're talking a little Boosie now, or Boosie badass.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, in those situations as an interviewer, I freestyle all my interviews. So for me, it was like, I didn't know what I was gonna get from him, and you got to be careful. You know, you never know
sure.
what you
Somebody
you can,
like Boosie, for sure.
and you can fuck a lot of shit up for yourself. So like, it went really, really well, and I think after that, I was like, okay, I just sat down with Boosie, we vibed heavy. He liked it. He told his team he liked it. So it gave me confidence. I feel like, and that was a moment for me. Like that was my first bigger artist that like I got to pull without like having to be connected, without like asking this
somebody else plugging you into that.
Right. It was like, okay, I got Boosie.
Right.
And then like it went well, and I did it at a big corporate building in Ethica, like a big business. Like
that's fucking dope.
So that was dope. That was fucking cool. That was my moment. I've interviewed some people off Little Durk's label, Duty Low and Noza Jordan. They're signed to OTF. And Ross, the interview with Ross will be coming, obviously. Just keep this going. I interviewed Fulio. That was a cool interview. There's so many, bro. I mean, there's so many, but
yeah, man, those are some dope ass moments. I mean, that's a lot.
Boosie was the moment.
Yeah.
For
sure.
All the stuff you said you got going on, man. You got so much stuff. Anything you want to leave with people to look forward to? Look, you said Rick Ross interview coming out. You putting out fucking 5 episodes of 24 hours.
Dude, I just think, I am genuine. I don't want people to take this interview and be like, yo, he's a dick. He's sure. No, bro. Like, listen, if you're an artist.
No, I think real recognize real.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm just being real as fuck. Like, and some people don't like that, and some people do. I'm being real about it, and this is a business for me. Like, this is my livelihood. This is how I live, and that needs to be respected. Just like artists pay artists for features and all this shit. Like, same shit. We got a team though. Like, it's not even that. Like, I have a team besides that, and they get paid well. We all work together, so some of my money goes to them. It's not just me. And then rent. But besides that, I want people to know that, if you are doing something and you're an artist, like Chris Koch, I never would charge to come on my show because he's fucking fire. Like, I want that content. If you're fire, you're gonna hear from me too. By the way, you will hear from me if I want you on my show. You will hear from me. I see everything. I'm very in tune with what's going on. So I do watch. I see everything, and you will hear from me. If I invite you on, let's do it, and we'll go up together. Me and Chris Koch's episode did great, and. Besides that, thank you guys so much for having me. This is dope, and I'm going to be getting to these edibles. What's this company name one more time?
Mama Juana's Eats and Treats.
All right, so Mama Juana's, if you're watching this, listen, I am going up in Vegas with these.
Indeed.
I'm going to tag you guys. Trust me, I keep holding this. I'm not even hungry,
keep
but I keep
touching it.
fucking holding it. Like, I want to open it, but I'm not. And maybe this by the pool with the fruit platter to break fast. And, I appreciate you guys having me. You guys can follow me at the Matty Ice Show on Instagram, Matty Ice Show on YouTube. Make sure you guys are sipping on Bel Air. If you're branding yourself with some dope gear, hit up Ethica. And make sure you guys tap in with these guys right here, Cannabis Cactus, Top Notch, the homie Toe. They got a great platform, great studio, and I'd recommend anybody to come here and chop it up with you guys.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Honestly, one of our moments, man, Futuristic was one of them. Having Markham on a few days after being on Sway's show. Yes. He's on our show, was one of them. And this is one of them, man. So we appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't know how anybody would take the interview because it's definitely one of the most aggressive and real in your face. I'm going to tell you, sitting across doing the interview, I felt ways. Like, you know what I mean? Made me take my glasses off. Like, I got to be realer about what the fuck I'm talking about and doing. And see, like, because I'm not necessarily on that platform, we just as real and serious. And real talk, man, that it's a lot of yourself and the content you make yourself do, you know?
For everybody watching this, though, like, I have an 8 and 4 days, maybe a little bit more aggressive than normally. But listen,
I was gonna say that
this isn't. I'm not an aggressive person like that. I'm just. I guess I'm irritated too sometimes because people think they can.
I took it. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. I took it as passion, bro.
Okay,
I didn't take it as. I didn't take it as like aggressive. I took it as you're very passionate about what you do, and you want people to understand that.
Yeah,
this is a
Don't
business.
Don't disrespect this to me, bro.
Yeah,
This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like almost disrespected if you come at me like that.
Right.
And again. Merkham's has been on my show, I think 3 times. Merkham's has never paid my show $1.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's doing a lot of things, right?
For sure.
Shout out to him.
If it's an even look at it like this. If we're even exchanging, let's go.
Yes.
It has to be an even exchange.
We got 90 seconds on live, but we'll keep going. Anything else you want to say to live real quick?
No, man, I appreciate you guys all for tapping in, man. All the comments, all the likes, all the shares, everybody that shared it. I had over like 60 shares on my flyer, man. That shit's huge. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for tapping in with us once again.
Matty Ice, man, he's in the building a lot more. Like he said, take it as it is. Also, he does a lot for everybody, so no one can say shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's real about it, man. He's Rick Ross.
I mean, we only got into a fraction of it, so you know what I mean. Hopefully, we can link up again with Matty Ice and
Yeah,
make
I'll
something
have to
happen,
get you
man.
guys
You
from
know
my
what I mean?
studio sometime, bro.
That would be
Oh
huge.
man,
Hell
that'd
yeah.
be huge for us.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Like I said, man, all the love I get, man, I appreciate it, man. I've been working hard at it. We will try to do better. We're gonna do better, and it's amazing. Shout out to Cannabis Cactus, Mama One is eating treats,
Muy
and
so.
everybody that tunes on. Muy Sos. We got some great stuff coming up with him later, and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to my lady that helps me put it together. My man, Top Notch, Matty Ice. We kicked it off season 7. I'll see y'all later, man.
We out.
Let's go.